Hi, welcome to my van. I'm Becky and this is my Volkswagen Crafter 2014 medium wheelbase high top. I converted this just recently. I've had it for over a year now with the intention of converting it into a full-time camper van so that I move out of home and into this. So this is my full-time home now. Let me show you around. So here we are in the main cabin. We've got kitchen surface here with a pop-up extension of the kitchen worktop. Under here we've got a cupboard which feeds the back here for my gas stove. So Mel fitted, excuse me Baba, Mel fitted me in a gas pipe that feeds into the back of my cupboard here, so that when I take off the front panel I've got access to gas, and then I've got like pet storage and stuff in there, which is handy. So I push that away like so. Then this pops down so that I've got extra space to get in and out of the van, but it's great if you want to just have extra space for prep. In here is the stove, so I pull that front off and I've got my portable stove at the moment and some storage cabinets, baskets, but normally I have a big 2-burner gas portable stove that I connect to the gas in the back there, and then I've got gas on tap which is fed from the gas bottle in the back. The rest of this is just drawer storage. So I've got my crockery, pots and pans, and extra drink bottles and things like that in there. Over to this side, we have got my beautiful kitchen sink that Mel fitted for me. If you haven't seen that video of how he fitted it, then we will link the video up in the top bar here, or here somewhere, so you can go and check that out. This sink is a little diddy one from IKEA and it's recessed in, and then I made the chopping board as well so that you can hide the sink away and you've got extra space for prep. Lovely tap here which pulls out so you can spray your sink or do the washing up with a spray hose. My filler for my water tank, which is under the bed. It's 80-litre freshwater tank, so I just unhook that and fill it up when I need it to be filled. I'll show you the water tank in a minute when we go around the back. On here is my switch panel which controls my lights and my water pump. At the moment I haven't got anything wired in on here, but it's got space for future things. And also here is my Victron battery monitor which tells me the volts coming in from the solar. So I make sure that that isn't below 12.2. It's 14.8 at the moment, so that's really good. This is my larder cupboard. Has got vents on it because it's actually housing my water heater which feeds the hot water for the tap and the shower. This is my vegetable storage. This is a work in progress at the moment, but we're just going with it at the moment. I've got my fire blanket. Very important to have your safety things on hand. I've got a fire extinguisher in the back as well. And then I've just got my pots and utensils hung up in there. And then I've used the back of the door here to hang some extra bits and bobs. Still a work in progress. So that's that. Second cupboard down is for my fridge, which is the Dometic CR18. I think it's the Cool Freeze 18. So it just lifts up the top and goes down. It's a bit of a pain being in here, but we might well work on it later. But for now, it's in there, and it's got a 12-volt socket in the back, which it just connects into. That's left on all the time. Under here is my power power storage, power stuff. I've just got my washing up bowl and my washing drainer stored in there. These are my batteries here. They are Superior Lead Carbon AGMs and they are 120 each. Yeah. Then we've got my CTEC controller, which is brilliant. It takes the power from the solar and also the alternator, so it powers both. So if you're driving, it charges your batteries, or if you're sat still and you've got your solar, it's charging that as well. I've also got it linked so that my car battery doesn't ever run down either. So this van has been stood still for several weeks on the driveway, and it started first time just like that because it's being fed from the solar. I've also got my fuse box and a power shut off switch at the back there, just in case I ever need to switch all the power off to the van. This is also my little bit of kit which helps recharge my batteries should I ever need a boost, but because I've just recently had that changed, Mel very kindly did that on my alternator, so I shouldn't need this for quite a while now. Brilliant bit of kit though. If you haven't got one, get one. Okay, moving on to this cupboard. This is just to show where the sink is, so that obviously drops down. I've got a few little bits of storage like dishcloths and tea towels. The front's magnetised, the same as this one. Beauty products, towels, bits and bobs that I need for cleaning my teeth and my face. And then this one pulls down, and I've got my waste tank, which is just to be emptied by hand for now, but at a later point I will ask Mel very kindly to drill a hole in the bottom of the van, and then we're going to have a tank mounted on the underside of the vehicle for the waste, but that's there for now. Cleaning supplies, bin, you name it, dustpan and brush, it's all just under there. Over to the corner here now, as you can see, we've got a beautiful shower cubicle which took many hours of planning and devotion to create. Now I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep it or not, but that might be a story for another video. I've got a shower curtain here which is really handy because, again, if I use it for a toilet, which I do because I have my porta potty down in there, then I just pull it across to have some privacy. And then I've got my little shower hose here, my little bidet hose, which I just take off, wash my hair, wash my body, quick burst of water, and then pop it back in place like that. Up here I've got a locker cupboard door with a little hook, which allows me to access the whole of the underside of the cab, so all of that overhead space I can get to from here, and I just use this step to get up in there, but this space is huge, so it's really good to be able to do that. Here I've got my bookcase, which I made a few months ago. Again, I've got a video all about that, so you can go and check that out if you're interested. Monty's barking because there's a dog walking past. Yeah, you want to see who it is? He only barks for a bit and then he stops. So yeah, I've got my bookcase up here, which I really like. It's got a couple of cookbooks and some novels and some wildlife books as well, because I recently went on a trip and used those all the time, so it's really good. Little mirror, and yeah, I'm not sure about this as yet, but that's what it is for now, so that I can sit and check my face and my makeup or my hair before I start off in the morning. And then this little area here this area here is for dining and for sitting, so it's a lagoon table, and then put a tabletop on it so that it can spin around and be extra prep space or desk space for me to sit down and work and be on my laptop editing, or for me to sit down with someone and have a cup of tea at the end of the day. Really love this. It's super versatile, and you can mount it at different heights as well, so you can have it to suit whatever you need. I just need to get a second plate for it, and then I can move it around the van as well. So that's that. Here I've got a seat which lifts up, and at the moment I've just got dirty washing in there, but it's a great big space to get extra storage into, so I love that. And then coming back round to here, I've got to do it that way. Underneath here, which is the other half of the bench, is Monty's little house, which Mel made for him, and it's got a little opening door, isn't it, Bubby? Should we move that out of the way? And yeah, he's got his own little house in there, which he often goes into, and it's really cute, safe in there, and if I ever need to lock him away to keep him safe, he's got somewhere to come to. On the side here, just got a couple of hooks that I can hang stuff on when we're outside, and I always put his lead and things on there as well, just in case we need quick access to it. Another pull-up table, which is great for when you're outside and you need to put a few pots and pans on the side, or again, you're just cooking and sitting outside, you've got that for an extra prep surface. I'll show you the bed next. So come in and have a look. Come in and have a look at the bed area. So I've made the curtains both sides to fit the little window there. This is a sliding window, so I can take those off if I want to, and then you've got the full view of the window. Got my crystals on the side there, and then I just hook those back on, and it's nice and simple. This is a double bed, but it's a little bit short, so because I'm short it's okay, but I haven't taken out the wall, because if you took out the cladding and you put it back to the metalwork with just a bit of ply, you'd have a lot more length and you would get 6 foot across, but actually I think it's more like 5.5 at the moment. But it's okay, it works at the moment, but you never know, I might well change it in the future. Lots of really big overhead storage cabinets, which I love. So I've got 2 on this side for clothing and personal items and like electronics and things. Then the same with this cupboard here, it's more personal items. This is going to be a kitchen cupboard, and this is kitchen cupboard for like spices, and this cupboard is for food prep and like all my spice jars and like washing up liquid and stuff like that, so easy access when I'm cooking. The last section inside here is under the bed, which is a slatted bit of storage here, so I can slide things underneath at the back there, or I can have them up at the top. At the moment I've just got my little portable jackery, which is fantastic, and I always store it under there so I can quickly grab it. Spare blanket and some water. I can't remember what the things are at the back, I think it's something computerized. But yeah, I haven't filled that yet, so we're going to be filling that pretty soon once I finally move everything into the van. I'll take you round to the back of the van now, and I'll show you the garage area and then the little bit of storage that I have in the front of the cab. Come with me. So here we are at the back of the cab now, and you can see I've got a big curtain hanging up there so that when I'm sleeping in the back I can pull the curtain across. And it's blackout and thermal as well, so it keeps me nice and snug and nobody can see in through my back windows. I just tuck that in there when I'm not using it. This board is to protect little Monty boy so he doesn't fall out of the bed during the day, because he loves to snuggle up on the bed and look out. And it's also to protect the end of the mattress so that it doesn't get dirty and the sheets all go everywhere and the pillows fall out. Here is another shower curtain which I cut in half and put on with some shower rings, and it basically just hides the garage area, so I can pull the curtain back and it reveals but my very messy garage. These are my window covers that I made, so again, if you're interested in learning how to do that, there will be a link up here so that you can go and watch it. But they're really simple. You can just pop them up into the glass space, and they just pop in place. So super easy, and they're just held on with magnets. Here I have my diesel heater, which feeds the heat into the van. It's got a little display monitor there, so I can press a button from inside the main area and it will turn on automatic. And the piping feeds through the back here, which Mel very kindly boxed in for me. Goes right through to the front of the kitchen unit and comes out in the bottom of the floor, so that when I'm stood there I've got nice toasty feet. That's the back of the inside storage, so that means that I've got interior storage and exterior storage from the underneath the bed storage area. If I take that out, you can see. If I take that bag out, you can see that I've got my water tank in the back there, and it's got the pipe with a little float in it, so that you can see how far I need to fill it up when I'm running low on water. And then here I have my gas locker, so again super easy to fill up and turn my gas off when I need. That's obviously got a dropout in the floor and plenty of ventilation, and it's sealed so that it's all meeting the safety regulations. If you do your own gas, on your own head be it. That's the back. I'm now going to take you into the cab to show you the last bits that I've done, and then that completes the tour. Let's go. Forgot to mention this big thing. This is my spare wheel that I had mounted by Mel again, with a kindly installed this using a wheelie arms wheel carrier, real wheel carrier. It's very heavy, but it does the job. And then he got me a wheel cover as well. So if you're interested in this setup, go check his videos out and you'll find out more. Let's go to the front. The last thing, hello Bobby. The last thing I wanted to show you was I have hooks and hanging storage behind my seats. Now I'm a short person, so I have my seat really close to the steering wheel, which allows me to have more hanging space behind me. But for my passenger, I've got a smaller space, so I've just got a couple of coats, a bag full of, I think it's shopping bags and things like that, and then down behind that I've got all my shoes. Got extra storage space in here which I haven't filled yet, because if you pull the seat forward you can access this or just put in your hand. And I've got bags hanging on the other side as well, so plenty of storage in here. Down here in the side of the door I've got my safety kit, so my breakdown triangle, my high-vis jacket, some foil blankets, first aid kit, and my wheel nuts, things like that. Anything that you need for breaking down in the vehicle, really, all in one place. So out of the way, but super easy to grab and get to if you need to in an emergency. Highly recommend getting yourself a warning triangle and a high-vis jacket, especially if you break down at night. You need to make sure that you can see yourself or others can see you. And finally, the last part of this van tour is of course Monty, who will be coming with me on all of my adventures in this van. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos all about me and this van, and of course Monty, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys! Dishwasher, not dishwasher. This cupboard is for spices. You're gonna cough? It's alright. what are they? Do you want to know this?
Torque wrenches.
Mel says we don't need to know about that. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed my van tour, and hit and like the subscribe button. And the last thing I want to show you is my travelling companion, who is little Monty Boy, who will be following me on all my journeys.
It's got no choice but to follow you. Stay it again, he's coming along with me.
Hope you liked this van tour. Please leave me a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more about me and my van travels.